Hey guys, it's AFK Gaming YOLO.
Such a
We're gonna
perfect
keep on
trap
watching
because everything is concealed and it looks so innocent. So let's go into how we make it. The beauty of this trap is that it's really easy to make. It might take you a long time to set up, but it's so worth it, especially as all of the items survive the fall. You can just collect what they had and be on your merry way. You need to make sure you delete everything under the carpet in the perfect size that it lays in. You need to go pretty much all the way down to the dungeon underneath the igloo and keep going. Once you reach the bottom of the laboratory, this will not be enough to kill them from fall damage alone. It means that you need to keep going. As you can see, this hole just isn't deep enough. How far down you go is up to you. It's a bit of a patience game. But if you know that your friends or the other people on the server are going around with diamond boots and stuff, and even wearing enchantments, you need to consider that in how deep you go. And you may also want to consider that people with fast reactions carry a bucket of water in case of these falls. However, this should pretty much be foolproof. So once you've reached the bottom, or you've gone deep enough to make sure they will die from the fall damage, we need to go back up to the top and make a small platform here so that we can create the mechanism that triggers the fall in the first place. So how many of you already know the system that we use? We're going to need dirt or grass, or something that we can put the flowers on top of. We also need any flower that is 2 blocks tall, and you can pretty much find these everywhere. We're also going to need a bunch of gravel and a carpet that we originally had on top. So we need to place the grass blocks 3 blocks down from the carpets with the flowers on top. Once we've placed all of the flowers, we then create a layer of gravel on top of that. And it's very, very important not to change it. Do not disturb the gravel. We then go ahead and place the carpet back on top. I've obviously placed a blue carpet there. That's not normally there. We need to go back down into our dirt platform. And I actually made a mistake while recording this, but rectified it. And I wonder if you'll see. I started removing the flowers so that the gravel would float, but then realised when I fixed that hole, it's going to trigger the trap as it updates the block. So I just put the flowers back, repaired the hole, and then started removing the flowers from the bottom block. And once we've done that, we can then remove the grass and everything else so that it opens up the hole entirely and the gravel is remaining stationary. And it's very, very important that you don't touch any of the blocks around the gravel or it will trigger and you'll have to do all of that all over again. And that's it. The trap is set and ready for someone coming along that wants to loot it. Obviously you would replace that blue with the white, as I said. I just used that to mark out where the entrance would be and the block that they would go for, and they'd instantly fall to their death, assuming that they're not wearing tons of armor. And it's a good laugh. You could leave a sign there to tell people who did the trap and get a good giggle out of the whole thing. There's obviously some pros and some cons. It takes a long time to make, but the pros are you get the stuff afterwards. It's something that people aren't expecting typically. And speaking of the unexpected, Domrel's back again, and he thinks he's gonna harvest this lovely villager farm and take all of those potatoes. Little does he know that this particular farm was the wrong choice, because after a short delay, it all explodes outwards and kills him, and causes a lot of damage at the same time. This one comes under the category of evil. Who on earth traps a villager farm? The answer's you. You do. Because we're evil. So how do we go about making this evil trap? Well, the first thing is finding a very innocent looking village that hasn't already been ransacked. You need in particular to find the farm section. One on the outskirts will be great because that might be where people come to first and start raiding. We need to go underneath this farm, particularly on the side where it's got more grass than anything else. You need to go underneath and make as much space as possible without creating too much of a hole. So I've cleared out a lot of space without going go into the water in between the two bits of farm. And you'll see that I'm already placing hoppers in a very specific way. They all lead to the same place at one end of the farm, particularly the one that's most underground
I am
and
the
not
one, the
near
one,
the
the
path.
one. Ta-da.
You need to place
guys
a
know
lot of
that I'm
hoppers,
just coming
meaning
in
that this trap is incredibly
in the
expensive
comments
even
below.
without the TNT. You're going to need a lot of hoppers and a lot of minecarts.
Hold on a sec. I have 3 batteries. And guys, subscribe and thanks for watching. Goodbye, guys. Have a nice day. And subscribe. Remember to subscribe or like the videos. Guys, you never do this, but stop doing it and do it. Just do it. Do it, guys. Okay. Bye, guys.